Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we're going to be talking about the upcoming Minecraft movie, which is actually coming out pretty soon. The first time I talked about this movie, it was still pretty much in production or whatever, and it was a while off before it was actually going to be released or anything was going to be done with it. But now, April 4th is the release date for the movie, so we're within 2 months, it's coming up. It's actually gonna be here pretty soon, and we got a new updated look at the movie with a new trailer and whatnot from the studio behind it, Warner Brothers. And, well, as you can see by the title of this video, man, I'm not too thrilled on what I've seen so far. Now, even when they first started kind of revealing things, all the way back, like I said, when we first started seeing all of this, I wasn't too thrilled by what I saw then, and honestly, now I'm even less thrilled. So, the reaction to this movie, I think, has been like 70-30, negative to positive. I mean, most people I know who've seen the trailer, I talked about this with my friends last night, and most people are not too thrilled about what they're seeing. Now, I will say there are certain moments in the trailer I see the vision, like I see what they were going for, and it's like, this could have been cool. This could have been a really well executed looking film had they done certain things differently, but in my opinion, man, it's just, it's not living up to the hype. And I think that for a game as influential, as popular, as great all time as Minecraft is, I really think it deserves better than this, man. So, one of the big qualms that a lot of people have had with the movie has been like the textures and the appearance of things, right? Now, they released this trailer and it's pretty largely the same, it's like a hyper-realistic kind of thing. It's like more live action really than fucking animated, which doesn't make any sense to me because Minecraft is a pixelated video game that looks like it could come straight out of like 1989. And for whatever reason, we're filming it with like these high production cameras. We're using real world actors who are actual humans to like basically interact with and deal with this pixelated blocky world, which by the way isn't pixelated. It's not really blocky. The like edges of shit are really weirdly rounded. The color palette is odd. Everything, like I said, has this hyper realistic texture and like shiny as if it's covered in Vaseline and shit. It's a really weird look. So one of the big things that have been going around so far on social media about this movie is the updated look at the villagers, which, as you can see on the screen, are not really great looking. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not expecting for the villagers to look perfect or anything because, well, villagers look pretty goofy in Minecraft too, but this is just outright fucking creepy, man. Like, the skin being hyper-realistic and, like, the eyes and shit. The unibrow is way too fucking thick and, like, I don't know, man. The whole thing just looks really weird. It looks very uncanny. It's the type of shit I imagine if I did methamphetamine and I fell asleep somehow for 14 hours and I woke up having a fucking like fever dream. I imagine this would be what is sitting at the end of the bed tormenting me in my sleep paralysis, right? It's a very scary look. Now, realistically, we shouldn't be seeing a scary look because this is a movie dedicated more towards kids and teenagers. You think you'd want the designs to be like cute and inviting and friendly. This is not cute, inviting, or friendly. Like I said, the rounded edges are what really gets me because obviously nowhere in Minecraft are there rounded fucking edges unless you're putting in modded content or something. Their heads are like square, but they're not actually square. It looks like tofu almost. It's just fucking weird, bro. Then here is an updated look at the creeper, which, like I said, with certain things in this, I actually see the vision. And here, I actually see the vision. Like the creeper has a like kind of furry texture to it. The face looks pretty good. It looks pretty decent, but once again, why are the edges rounded? Why does it look like claymation? That is my real huge issue with a lot of this shit. It looks like claymation. Now, the problem with that is claymation actually looks good when it's executed right. I mean, look at like a Wallace and Gromit kind of movie, right? Wallace and Gromit has always looked fucking great because the style of the actual claymation, it looks pretty damn good. This, however, I don't know. It looks like this is like the artist's rendering of what they should be going for, like a storyboard kind of thing, right? It just doesn't hit. And like the trees too. When you look at the trees in Minecraft, they're really blocky And in this, they're like not necessarily, once again, with the leaves being the way they are, shit is rounded. When it comes to Minecraft, there should not be shit rounded. Like imagine if they made a Tetris movie somehow and all of the pieces were rounded instead of being square. It would look really fucking stupid. It looks out of place. It doesn't make any sense. Now, I'm gonna be real. I think I said this in my first video. This has been one of my main points that I've made since we've seen anything about this movie here. Why did they not just go fully animated? Why did they not decide to just make this an animated movie? It's a video game first and foremost, so let's be real. When it comes to video games and cartoons and shit like that, the movie should be animated. That's the way that it is. Animation just fits that kind of world better. You know, it makes it look better. It makes it more appealing to the target audience. And honestly, it probably would cost them less to make a really good animated movie. I looked up the budget for this one. We're looking at a budget of $150 million. And when I see the trailer, when I see screenshots, I wonder all the time, like, where the fuck did this $150 million go? Well, it went to rounding the edges on all of the 3D models. It went to paying Jason Momoa and Jack Black to be in the movie, which realistically, like I said, we don't need actual real world people in a movie like this. And it went to marketing. Okay, so they spent $150 million. They'll probably make their money back on it. Let's be real. It is a Minecraft IP with famous people in it. So, but with $150 million, I can imagine so many people making better movies with that than what we're seeing so far. Now, granted, the movie could turn out to be phenomenal. We really don't know. We haven't seen it, but every single sign that has led up to this movie indicates to me it's going to be a pile of shit. And I hate to say that because I want the movie to be good. I played Minecraft a lot as a kid. It was an influential part of like my career forming, everything, right? So for me, Minecraft, it's a special game. But when I see this, I'm just like, wow, they really missed the plot on the entire thing here. So if we're being serious, if like you were on YouTube a decade ago, right, and you were watching like the Minecraft animations, like the Captain Sparkles music video remixes and shit, or anything along those lines, you know that people who were doing animation in their free time, basically in Blender and shit, they were able to produce more actually Minecraft-esque productions. They kind of perfected the formula because Minecraft, it works well in animation. It is a cool concept to kind of like try and build like a narrative and whatnot around, but the key word about that is the animations looked great. They did 3D animations with Minecraft, and of course everything was always square and blocky, and it was more true to the actual game. I mean, you look at this and it looks nothing like the game. It feels nothing like the game. And no matter how many references that they throw into things like, oh, here's the TNT in the background and diamonds and villagers, you know, it doesn't really do anything to make me think, oh, wow, this is actually like Minecraft. This is going to be cool. Now, you look at this. This is obviously the Iron Golem, right, in one of the villages, and honestly, I don't think this is too terrible, and the reason why is because it actually looks more like an Iron Golem, right? Like, the texture actually makes sense on him, because it's an irony, like metal kind of thing, right? While the edges are a little bit rounded, they seem a lot less pronounced than the others, like the villager and shit like that, so he actually looks kind of blocky, right? Now, admittedly, I think he'd look better if it was more like actually polished up and whatnot, but I mean, as far as design goes, this is probably one of the best things that I've actually seen out of the film so far. It doesn't look completely terrible. Honestly, I don't even hate the ghast too much, right? It looks pretty alright. It looks pretty in tune with what I'd expect, but once again, with like all this hyper-realistic fire and shit, you know? I just don't think it serves the movie well. I don't think it serves to actually fit to the point well. I think when people want a Minecraft movie, or like they think of that, they're thinking of what everyone thought of in 2015 when we were seeing those animations of Minecraft back then. And I also have to assume with the animations they were doing with Minecraft back then, it probably wasn't costing $150 million fucking dollars to produce things like that, right? It probably would have cost like literally a fraction of what they spent on this movie so far. And that's the part I really don't get, because you could spend way less money to get an infinitely better product that actually matches what you're trying to make and will more than likely satisfy the audience, right? People will probably love it because I mean, hell, look at the Super Mario movie recently, right? There was a lot of wonder, like, how that was gonna do before it, like, came out and everything, but notice how they didn't go with, like, live action, ultra realistic, ridiculous kind of, like, 3D animation and modeling, right? They just went with a simple, clean, polished, animated look that was both child and adult friendly, and the movie was a fucking box office hit. You know, it's one of the greatest performing movies ever. It's almost like when you actually take the time to try and fit the project around the constraints of what you're making, it will turn out better. Instead of trying to just overshoot what you're doing by 100 million, and then you end up making something that doesn't feel true to its purpose. Now, I don't want this movie to suck. I really don't, okay? Because like I said, I think it would be great if there was a cool Minecraft movie out there. I like Minecraft. You probably like Minecraft. But at the end of the day, this just isn't it, man. This is not what people were wanting. And like I said, it's going to do good at the box office, almost certainly, because the IP is so recognizable. It's one of the most famous games of all time. They've got all these big studios and production teams behind it. There's going to be a cajillion parents out there that take their children to go see it on the weekend because their kids like Minecraft. And it's going to be one of those movies that it's judged its merit based on how much money it makes, and it's not going to be one of those movies where its merit is judged on how great it was, or how cool the animation was, or how impressive the actor/actress performances were. And to me, that's a really sad thing, because when it comes to something like Minecraft, which a lot of people already think has been turned into a complete cash grab franchise by Microsoft after they bought it from Mojang, this is something that could really speak like volumes about the franchise and be like something people look back on positively. But the way that they're going about it, I really don't see it ending that way, unfortunately. So anyway, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you do enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel. Follow me over on Twitter and Twitch at @SubTheOptimus. Make sure to check out Shoptimus down below. Thank you to my Watch Optimus subscribers. Your support helps the channel tremendously. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus, giving you an update on the new Minecraft movie and signing out.